Okay, students, now I'm going to explain about the how to calculate the area using the Mindstorms. Now see students, actually how can we calculate the area? Suppose if you have the board, if you have the wheel like this, okay, so you can calculate the perimeter of this wheel using a starting point to here. So exactly, suppose this is the radius of the wheel. Okay, the radius equal to, for example, take it, for example, it is a 2 centimeters. So you know area of the circle or else perimeter of that circle is 2 pi r. Okay, 2 pi r, that means 2 star pi star r. Okay, so if you do it like this, 2 star 3.14 star, like a r equal to 2 centimeters, like a 4 into 3.4, that is like a 4 3s are 12 4, like that it will come. Okay, so if you know, that means one this perimeter is equal to something 14 point 14 point something, it is coming like this. Okay, let us calculate, that is better. Okay, 4 into 3.14, if you take it 12.56, it is coming. Okay, 12.56 it is coming. See students here, so that means one rotation equal to, okay, 12.56. Here you can take it 12.56. Then suppose if you use your robot from the starting of the room, and if you leave one sensor and if you start your boat, it is reaches to end of that room. Okay, it is taking the 15 rotations. Then 15 rotations means how many times it will be taking? So 15 into 12.56. So that means 15 rotations. So 188.4. Okay, it is coming 188.4. So this way we can calculate our area of room or else something. I mean, length of the room also we can measure it like this. But problem is, how can we calculate how many rotations it is taking? Okay, so suppose if you want to go from the point A to point B, means we are setting like a 10 rotations, 5 rotations, so we are keeping the rotations. But we don't know in this one what is the length of that room. So we need to measure it. So always trial and error method, we can use it like we can keep 15 rotations or 20 rotations like that. But problem is, wherever you want to do that program, it will not work. Every time you need to keep change the program. So instead of that one, we can make one universal program. For that purpose, we can use the one sensor. See, today I am going to introduce you one new sensor, that is the rotation sensor. See, this one is the rotation sensor. Actually, this sensor is motor rotations. Okay, how many times the motor is rotating? Okay, it will calculate, because it is a inbuilt rotation sensor is there in our servo motors. So how to use this one? Today I am going to show you. Here you can take it normal programming. Suppose if you are writing a program like a until touch sensor is pressed, you should move. So if you start at your robot in starting of the room, and it will reach to another side of wall and it will stop there. So for that purpose, how to do the programming, you know, you can take sensor loop until touch sensor is pressed, you should move forward. Okay, you should make it forward, and once touch sensor is pressed, you can make it stop this boat. Okay, till here it is a clear. So in this one loophole is there. You need to keep your speed is little bit less, otherwise it will move very fast. Even it will work, but it will damage the robot. So that's why I'm keeping the very less speed. So until touch sensor is moved, it is moving forward, and after that it is stopping. Till here, you know. So we are using the B and C motors. Both motors are straight only. So any motor we can take it, any motor length we can measure it. Okay, that means any motor wheel we can measure it. So you can go to sensor tab and take here this rotation sensor. Okay, and make it any one of the sports B or C. So B I'm keeping. Now we can calculate in rotations. Okay. Now see, if you want to keep this always remaining, we need some extra thing, that is variable, because we want to keep this value in somewhere na. So if you want to use variables in your program, first of all we need to initialize. So I'm initializing with the numeric value, and that value is 0. Then after that I am storing these rotations in a sensor. Okay, it's a very simple one. Then later, once it is completed, it reaches to the corner, and after that I want to just display my values. So how can I display? Here you can take it simply. Okay, so display block is here. I can take it display block, make it change to text. Grid you can keep. Here you can give the rotations, rotation, rotations equal to. You can make it like this, and now here you can use the your variable, because everything we are storing in a variable. So you can put the variable here and take it one more display block. Now here this one make it read, because we are reading the value how much stored in the rotations. And before this one you need to make it text here. Okay, now here make it y equal to 6 or something, because here rotation equal to, after that we need to show the value. So that's right. Now you can keep it this one. Now it will show rotation equal to 5. You want to display your values little bit further, you can make it here x equal to 6 here. You can make it y value little bit less, then it will come to middle. Okay, so this is the thing. But if you want to display your value at least 2 or 3 seconds, then you can add wait block in the last of the book. Then you can see the value. Okay, here you can make it 3 or 4 times. Okay, till now what we did it, just we are calculating how many rotations it is taking. Okay, but we do not like that. We want, okay, we want what is the length of the room. Okay, so what is the length of the room means, now till now we are calculating the rotations. So one rotation equal to, suppose how many centimeters if we know. Okay, so we need to calculate in some other. Here students, here we can add it, so it will display the rotations equal to this much, and after that we can make it calculation like a rotations block equal to, okay, you can give this value to math block, write numeric you can give, sorry, read numeric, because we are reading the value, read numeric you can take it, and you can give to here and multiply. Okay, rotation, one rotation equal to, suppose if you know how many centimeters. Okay, let us assume 12.52, before we did it like this now. So 12.52, so suppose it is taking 10 into 12.52, the result will be coming here. So now again you can display here. Okay, take the same thing, rotations display block here, and you can make it text. Here you can write, okay, length of the room, length equal to, you can make it here, here you can make it wide, here you can make it text, grid you can make it, simply you can give the this thing to here. Sorry, you didn't select to wide, you can select the wide. Now you can drag the one, and you can give the result to here line. Okay, now it will show the length also. This way we can measure the length, and the same program we can apply for the finding the like a one big circle is there. Suppose if you want to find out, okay, that I will teach you in the next thing. First you can complete it here. Just one more time I am clear giving this one. First what we did, just until touch sensor is pressed, okay, we are moving. Okay, at the time how many rotations the motor B is doing. Okay, so we are storing in one variable. After that, once it is stopped the board, then immediately we are displaying that value. Okay, using the variables, because we stored in a variable, so using that variable block we are displaying. And after that, we know one rotation equal to some centimeters, 12.52 or something. Okay, so we are giving that variable to A and into 1 centimeter, I mean 1 rotation length, then we will get the result, final result. So this is our program, student. Okay, now using this one we can simply calculate the length of the room. Yeah, here if you see here, actually this is giving the length of the room, but small mistake is there. Okay, what is that mistake actually? See, if you observe our robot, suppose let us assume this is our paint. Okay, this is a robot. Okay, actually we are calculating the length from the here. Okay, if you take the length from the here, you are calculating. Can I take it any other color? Yeah, even brush size also I will make it different one, then you understand. See, we are calculating the length is like this, length from here. But if you observe here, we are keeping the robot starting of the room here. So that means we are missing the this length. Okay, okay, and once it reaching to suppose if you put the your touch sensor is here. Okay, if you put the your touch sensor is here, so at the ending of the program also we are leaving this point. Okay, I'm dragging this one. Suppose if it is like this, so we are missing this one. So if you want exact and correct thing, so first of all we need to measure the what is the board length. Okay, we need to measure the what is the board length. So at this starting point we are missing the back half, that means first half, I mean second half we are missing here. Okay, at the ending, once it reaches to end point, so we are missing the this much calculation. So what we need to do, first of all you need to measure the milestone length from ending point to starting point, I mean where you put the touch sensor, even if you put the any axle also for touch sensor, so you need to keep that. Suppose if you are using the distance sensor, we need to add what is the condition you gave a distance sensor, so that including that condition, okay, we need to add it. So today we are taking touch sensor, so assume for, so this total boat length is 14 centimeters, or else it will take 14 centimeters, no, maximum 10 centimeters, yeah, that is assume 14, assume 14. Okay, so then what we need to do, so along with this result, if you are getting the result here, okay, total result here, so along this one we need to add the boat length. You can take one more math block. Okay, here you can give this result to here, and you can add the boat length. Boat length is, suppose it is a 12 centimeters. Now you can add it. Now it will give the perfect result of this. Okay, so at the end of this thing you can give it weight. You can give the weight block for display. Okay, okay students, do you understand? Now it is a perfect program. So if you want to understand here, you can make it comment blocks here simply for understanding purpose. So this is for initializing the variable, and here we are making the until touch sensor is pressing, it is moving, until touch sensor is pressed, move. Okay, and here this is for just storing the rotation values using rotation sensor. Using the rotation sensor. Once touch sensor is pressed, you can stop it, and here we are displaying the result. Just this is for the displaying the rotations, only rotations, displaying only rotations. Okay, and here what about this one? This is for the calculating the how many rotations, total rotations length. Okay, here we are calculating the total length using rotations. Okay, and the final thing is, so we are missing, okay, where we are missing, some error is coming. We are at the starting point, we are leaving the back half, and at the ending point we are leaving the front half. So that means error. Okay, error handling. Okay, here we are adding the boat length or total length. So this is the exact program for the. Okay, students. Yeah, thank you.